Is there more to come? Is there more to come? Is there more to come? In this paradigm, is there more to come? Is there more we should fear, or that we should not fear, but more that we should address and resist? Not fear. I don't want you guys to fear. Is there more that you should resist, whether it's by living through example, or by going to a protest, or it's by, just speaking your truth and spreading the knowledge? Is there more to come? Is there more to come? Yes, in the future, there is more to come, but there is also love to come. Love despite the deceptions. Love despite the deceptions. Love despite the lies. Surviving despite all of this uncertainty. Thriving despite all this uncertainty. Living in a world where there is enough, where there is more than enough. It is by affirming to oneself, I have enough, I have more than enough, I always have more than enough. Not living in a vibration of lack, not living in a vibration of fear, turning off what they tell you on the news, turning off the lies, turning off the brainwashing, turning off the manipulation. And while the supply chain is a concern, is the supply chain issue really happening? Or is it being exaggerated? Are they purposely taking things off the shelves? Are they purposely hiding things? Are they purposely deterring things from being delivered so that you continue to live in a relentless vibration of fear? Accept nothing, question everything. That is my advice to you. Accept nothing, question everything. Because maybe what it seems like it is not what it really is. Not all is as it appears. We are in a dream within a dream. And in this sense, what that saying means is we are in a dream within a spell that the elites have cast on all of us. And part of what they're doing, pardon my language, but this is the best way to describe it right now, is a mind fuck. And how many different ways are they going to try to fuck with your mind? Is there really a lack of resources, or are they creating the impression of a lack of resources? Do we need to vibrate more in the energy of gratitude, of appreciation of what we do have, and not think about what we don't have? This Thanksgiving, that energy of that, right? The holiday originates not from a very positive place. It originates from a time where a group of people, an almost near genocide was bestowed upon, a group of people was inflicted upon, that's the correct word, not bestowed, inflicted upon a group of people, and some of which my cousin has heritage to. She is half Navajo Indian, not just a little my great-great-great-great-grandmother was. Give me a freaking break, people of all colors who claim that shit. Give me a fucking break. But I have a cousin who is actually a half full-blood Navajo. Her mother is from a reservation. I went to powwows as a kid. This is real. The genocide that was created upon the First Nations of this country is a real thing, and it should be remembered. And they actually should be the loudest about talking about any issues that they may have. But you don't see that within their community. You know why? Because what they understand within their spirituality and their community, the First Nations, is yelling about things, violently protesting things, resisting things with violence and aggression does not work. What works is gratitude for what you do have. What works is staying outside a system that has oppressed you. What works is creating your own community that embraces you. This is the lesson we can take from the First Nations, from backgrounds of people such as the Navajos that my cousin is, that my aunt is. The example we can take from the First Nations is to make a reality all your own outside of the paradigm that is oppressing you. It's not to say that it's okay that the oppression is taking place, but that there are other ways to go about it that are more effective than violence, right? So this is an example to everybody who is being oppressed right now by the system, that is being oppressed by the system that's telling you you have to do this or else, that you have to do this or else. Fear, 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 lower vibrations holding you down. What can you appreciate? What can you embrace in your life with the newest fear-mongering story that they have coming out about the supply chain, about not having enough, about not being enough, about, oh, we're going to starve to death, oh, we're going to die, oh, we're going to this, oh, we're going to that. There's always a new messaging of fear. You remove yourself further and further from that paradigm. You isolate yourself further and further from that paradigm, and you vibrate with other like-minded individuals who are in the paradigm of plenty, who are in the paradigm of appreciation and gratitude. And that is the lesson we can take, the positive lesson we can take from Thanksgiving, not the genocide or the near genocide of the First Nations that surrounds. But the positive thing we can take from that is gratitude. Gratitude for what we have, not listening to the narrative of lack, not listening to the narrative of death and fear, because it is in that narrative that they want your mind to stay brainwashed in. It is in that narrative that they control not just one group, but all of humanity, every color, every sexual orientation, every gender, what they're trying to control and spiritually enslave. It is through resisting that, through gratitude, appreciation, and focus on what is working, not what isn't working, and turning off their lies, that we will resist this. And it can be resisted peacefully. The more our numbers grow, the less they will have to manipulate. If they didn't have any audience watching their stories, if nobody turned on any of their stories, any of the mass manipulation, nobody would have participated in all of these cult-like games they have put people in, covering their faces, standing 6 feet apart. There's a reason they use the number 6. Nobody would have participated if we turned off the lies and we focused on ourselves and we focused on our truth and we focused on what we need to do, on what we need to do for our communities, of being grateful, of being appreciative, of sharing, because the more grateful you are, the more you want to share with others, even if it's a little bit. The more gratitude you feel for your life, the kinder energy you extend to others. It is in through gratitude, getting closer to Mother Nature, getting closer to our origins, that we can fully understand and embrace what we do have, not what we don't have. So fuck their supply chain, fuck their narrative, and fuck them. That's what we have to say, and live in peace. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like your own reading, as always, email me. Bye-bye.